Alright, hello, welcome back to another episode of Scotland's Adventurer. Something totally different today. I was going to say this morning, but it's afternoon now. Something totally different today. We're in East Wemyss, the actual caves. So there's a lot of history here, ranging from the years of 6000 to 7000 BC. So this is something totally different for me.
That's all closed off.
And so what we're going to do is have a little squint around. So this is where we are. There's the first one here, which is actually closed off, but we're going to go further down the track, see what we can see, and yeah, I'll tune in where we're at. But this is actually a woman called Mary Sibbald has actually been spotted on a few occasions. Some people say this place is haunted as well, and it's got one of the largest carvings, Pictish carvings, marked out here. So I'll tune back in. I think there's five or six caves. Six caves. So I've got my, where is she? There she is.
I my torch in, but I couldn't see anyone.
So yeah, tune in. So this is the lovely day we've got. Rotten. So this one here we come to is the Court Cave, which is...
This is the haunted one.
This is the haunted one, supposedly. It's the haunted one. And a lot of places are gated off because you've got the gate there because they're protected, some protected carvings in there. That's where they do the tours in there.
This site is
You've got this here, this
wall.
structural bit to actually strengthen it. So what we'll do is we'll actually go in and have a look.
Oh, that's...
Well, this bit here used to be open. This site is protected 1934. Well, we'll get to see some of the other caves, but this never used to be here.
No.
So that's where it's protected in there.
That's really disappointing. Just imagine how many people got put sentenced.
So I think my partner has spotted a carving there.
It's a fishy. Well, it looks like a fish.
So there's plenty of more carvings to come in here.
Look, that's all man-made. I don't know what it means.
So it's just amazing if you could actually, someone could actually tell you a story behind these carvings. But the main one is to come a bit further up, where there's a lot more. So that's leaving the Court Cave, which I'm absolutely gutted. It's actually been gated off, really, because it wasn't like that before. So what you got here, you got the Wemyss. There's 4 caves. So that's us come to the first one, Court Cave. Next one is Dew Cave. Macduff Castle, I'll take a tour of. Jonathan's Cave, that's the one where the largest group of Pictish carvings are. And the gasworks. Well, it's a beautiful day for this anyway. So certain days you come down here, you can actually see quite a lot of seals banking just down at the bottom as well. So this one will be,
This is the Dew Cave.
this is Dew Cave, just D-O-O, Cave. And this is the one where all the cutouts are for the birds in this one.
And it was a delicacy back in the day. Everybody ate pigeon. Pigeon pie.
If you heard that right, someone's keeping me right here.
These were kept in here for Macduff Castle and whoever lived here at the time. It's stinking in here.
Someone's had a fire here because it's stinking.
Ooh, there's a dark pit.
So as you see, you've got all these little dookie holes here. Where all the birds went.
Ooh. Oh. Watch your feet. Oh, the feet will come up.
So I'll go right in for this. Might not be able to see much though, sorry. Nah, not be able to see much for this.
No.
So if you come in, bring a really good torch with you.
There's an actual stream in here. Hear that?
Yeah. So this is actually on the way out. So if I can be careful here.
I wish I'd worn my boots.
I'm not too sure where this leads, but I won't go right in.
I'm going right on.
It just stops just at the end there. So yeah, as you can see, they're very well signposted to tell you what caves they are. That was Dew Caves. So what we're doing now, we're heading this way. So yes, we've got a lot of steps to go up.
I think that's the way up to Macduff Castle.
Yeah, Macduff Castle is the next one, which there's a lot of steps going up, then coming back down again. Plus they've also got bunches up here if you want to take a break. As you can see in front of us is Macduff Castle. We've also got nice seating area just there as well. If you want to have a little tad bite to eat. So you've got the castle facing you. Just right there. I'll try and get in as far as I can. But this isn't the way. I've just come off here just to show the seating area. Secret here is you come to this section here, turn right, and you've also got this nice little sign here. This is when we come from the castle. Jonathan's Cave is the one with all the Pictish carvings. So that's where we're heading next after this. And this little path heads you straight into the castle. So remember, 6,000 to 7,000 BC this was. Precisely 8,000 to 9,000 years ago. See if I can get right up. You can tell that's where the old fireplaces were. Well, that's what I'm guessing. Anyway, just here. staircase, but it's all gated off. There she is.
That could tell us a few stories.
Yes, most definitely. That could tell quite a few stories. Who went up there? Up there. And who went down there? Guessing maybe dungeons at the bottom, maybe. It's who knows. But there's so much history in this place. I think this just leads right round it, but we're actually heading the other way to Jonathan's Cave. That's the the turret,
It's the turret.
the watch.
Yep.
The watch windows there. You have the lookout one just up there.
Wow.
If you come round here,
Oh my god.
and go through here,
What the hell?
a bit of a mystery little
It's like a.
room.
Ken, what this was a cellar. This has been a cellar, definitely. Or maybe an old dungeon.
So I'm guessing
Because
it
it's
might have been a
actually
dungeon.
it's
down below.
under the castle.
Yeah,
Wow. Look at that for a fireplace.
yeah, that would have been an old fireplace there. There we go.
My god.
As you can see, the structure that's there.
Do you know what that I think that's been? That's been a big bakehouse. Because look, there's no way that was a dungeon.
No, there's some sort of bakehouse or something in there with the actual, the way it's built on the outside. So all you do really is just follow this path and you get back right to the front of the castle, as far as I know.
That's the boundary wall.
Yes, and this is a dead end, so we're going to have to go back the way. So this is on the back. As you can see, some of the actual designs on this, whatever was on this side as well. But there's the boundary wall just on our right there. So that's us leaving Macduff Castle, so down the same track as we came in on.
It's a graveyard.
So there's a graveyard right opposite as well, and the way to Jonathan's Cave, we turn left here. So we'll come off that track,
Castle Green.
and there's a sign just here.
Castle Green and Jonathan's Cave.
There's a sign just here, so we follow this track all the way down.
More picnic benches. I wonder what that says up there. I don't know.
We've now got more steps to go down. So remember, if you parked at East Wemyss car park, which is free as well, remember you've got to do this on the way back as well. And there's plenty of butterflies here as well.
tide coming in.
Yep. Got the last few more steps here. There's another bench down here if you want to spot a lunch. And Jonathan's cave is just in front of us, just up there. But it's well signposted. There we go.
Lovely.
You've got a cave here.
Oh. Remember, there's a couple of wee ones.
Yeah, there's a few wee ones in here. Which I'm not too sure if you can get right into this one. But you know what? We're on this adventure, everyone. So no, this is all we see.
See if there's any caravans. No.
Only if you could get in down there, what you'd see.
We could, but I'm not willing to get dirty. Oh, this is quite eerie.
Oh, it's very eerie round here.
Oh, that's the one that's...
Oh, this is the one where they do the... I think they do the tours through here. Yeah, this is where they do the tours, yeah. This is Well Cave, which is closed. This is where they do the tours.
Midges.
This is where they've got the protected Pictish art in there. That's where it's all protected in there, so you can't get in there.
Which is a real shame. Is that?
That's as far as I can get my camera, people. Just at the fence there. It says... all I can see is like an alien symbol.
Alien?
Painted on the wall. So that'll
Did
be...
you get a picture of that?
That'll mean... You've got all little nooks and crannies around here to explore.
Oh! Aye, right, I'm not going in. Oh, look at that! Hello! Mary Sybil.
So you've got this here. Looks a bit like a side of a face, if you can make it out.
Oh, I didn't like that one.
Right, there's the nose there, look. The mouth. Looks like a side of a face on this bit of rock.
Yeah.
On this down here, I will come back to this with a torch and actually go in.
If it wasn't so low, I would have went in.
But yes, as I was saying, Mary Sybil, she had piercing blue eyes and she has been known to be spotted here as well.
She's
In
nicknamed
other
the
words,
White
doing
Lady.
her rounds. So, but yes, we will come back here.
Right, what way? Oh,
As you can see, it's well signposted. There you go.
and it's a lovely walk as well.
Oh, it's a beautiful walk. What do you think of it, darling?
It's excellent, I love it.
Yeah, remember, if you're doing this walk, remember, keep your eye on the right hand side near the sea, and you will see some seals as well. The further you go down, you're more likely to see them. Right, welcome back. Right, we've just got to St. Jonathan's Cave, and this never used to be. This never used to be like this, which is such a shame. Is that bit gated off?
Aye.
So I think the real reason for this as well is vandals. That's why they've done it, which is a shame. It's a real shame. I'll just go. I'll see what I can see, but you won't see. This is where all the Pictish art is in here, but this never used to be like this, which is such a shame. If people actually learnt to leave things alone, people would enjoy stuff like this. But yeah, rent over. So yeah, this was the main one where all the Pictish art is. But sorry to say, we won't be able to see anything. Sorry about that.
I'm gutted.
So you've actually got another car park just there. The gasworks, it's just around that bend there, but actually going across this terrain isn't very good. So you've got Leven, Buckhaven there, follow right round, across the path all the way to St Andrews, turn back the way. You've also got the whole the Fife coastal path really. There she is.
Yes.
You've got Edinburgh. Don't know if you can make it out on GoPro. You've got half a seat right in the distance there.
That's what they say. What they say. Still again. Get it.
Welcome back. Right, if you liked what you saw today with the East Wemyss Caves, which we were both disappointed, but there was still a lot of history there. It was all fenced off, but other than that, there was one part we're going to go back to with a torch and actually go underneath. Was there nothing to get under, so tune in for that one. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, like, share, just the usual really. I'll catch you on the next one. Scotland's adventure over and out. Catch you soon.